Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides, my team of the highest light and resonance, thank you for raising me out of my bed. Thank you for this blessed Obatala Sunday. Divine masculine, make it hot. Divine feminine, make it hot. I said spirit, make it pop. What's up, my unit? So, Gemini season brings in everything about communication. So, in this aspect, it don't matter how much intellect you speak, how much facts you bring sometimes. You'll just know in these seasons that when you see it, when you hear it, they don't get it. And it's not going to resonate. So you need to move on. You just feel it in your gut. You don't want to talk about this again, right? And when you hear it, the triggering aspect of the repeating energy that's being received, right? Your perception, it's tweaking. It's just like you can't go through that emotional breakdown again. How about we choose not to, right? That's what it is. You're choosing not to, right? You're choosing not to. And nobody wants to talk about it, right? Tell you that. We're not going to really talk about it. Time to collaborate, right? Time to collaborate. There's the puzzle pieces coming together, right? You don't want to talk about it, right? Time to heal. Snakes in the grass, right? That's why it's too hard for some people. They don't see the picture. Put all the pieces there together, right? And all you got to do is look at the reference. And sometimes the reference is us, right? Sometimes that's what the issue is too. Where can you go to refer to, right? Who referred you? Back to these hoes ain't loyal, right? A lot of shit didn't go down because it came to the collaboration time, and it got too hard. They don't want to sit through the process, right? Too many pieces to the puzzle, right? Let it shine, right? This is for the ones who take time and understand what time does. Time heals, but also that's what it needs for change. It doesn't just happen overnight, right? Be generous of spirit, lion guide, right? So at this time, we're taking this time to understand too. I just like watch your words, right? I please know, right? I believe, right, in my heart, right? There's a lot of action that's being taken right now because of things and the necessary work that was taken in the winter season. Meaning, if you left your job, if you broke up, if you put your foot down, right? If you defended the case, whatever the case may be, whatever you felt like wasn't communicated or didn't get through, all that's working, all that karmic energy is, all that divine intervention is happening right now, right? I see it, even in my old world, right? And it's hilarious, right? And this is how you have to know sometimes too, my unit. You can't fight, right? Time for a deep dive. Make your dreams real, right? Right? And Cancer season's coming. If they can't swim, you're gonna have to leave them in the shallow end, right? This comes to character, right? You're not a shallow person, right? So why are you swimming? Why are you swimming so? Right? This is your school of fish, right? This is why you're only that smart, right? Because you hang out with these people. They only talk about these things, right? Bring your ideas to life, right? Now is a lucky time. All right. Drop facing me, rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. Be generous of spirit. Overcome your obstacles. Freedom is yours. Yeah, we could do anything we want. Now is a time to also see time to collaborate. Right? If anything comes back around again, all right? Seeing what you could do to change your communication to make things work, right? Dream the world into being. This is only if you believe it and other people can see it too. It takes two, right? So this is also when you deep down inside, my Cancer energy can come around. We can feel the bullshit in the air. Back to what I'm saying. I see what you wrote here, right? Right? But there's like you see right here, bullshit. Right? Oh, I heard you. I heard you loud and clear. Right? I heard you loud and clear. But do you smell that? Right? There's another sense kicking in. Smells like bullshit. Right? Unless like, the Cancer kicks in and the emotional aspect and that human lie detector comes in and it don't feel good. Right? Be at home. Right? It's like I don't want to hang out with you. I don't want to go out with you. I don't feel safe. And then when you don't feel safe, this is when it's how is it coming out? Right? Be playful. Right? Be playful. Right? There's always enough. This is where it's like cool off. Cool off, right? You got me, you got me heated. Cool off a bit. Right? Must have mistaken me for, right? And no matter what is being said, sometimes life stings. No matter what is being said, right, about you, my unit, or anything that is any false, just leave it, let it be, right? That's what it is. Life stings sometimes. Watch and wait and see. The spirit is watching. That's a time to collaborate. Right? You get into a new situation, right? You have to watch the people around you and stuff, right? Get into new situations and you see people and this is what they talk about. Instead of being here in the moment, this is what you're speaking on. This is what you're humming. This is what you're tuning all the fucking time, right? Realize how and why things don't manifest in your life, right? Sing your own song, right? Because you got around a crowd, right? You're in here and you're allowed to use your own voice. You can speak, so you don't hum your own song. You're humming the tune of everybody else's. Where is like, you ain't got a voice? Trust in the divine detour. You got hating ass energy out here too. Even if you can sing, they won't tell you. So you need to find a crowd that knows what they're talking about and at least can level you up, put you in the right direction, right? Teach you, right? Show you. There's no fear in going in the deep end. Yeah. Co-create with spirit. Be open to the new people coming in to show you more and take you deeper into life. And leave those ones that just can't swim. Know your worth. And then all of a sudden now, they're just saying all the shit that's going to be said about you. Right? You stink. Right? Well, if you're not in my vicinity or in the, you know what I'm saying? If you won't be able to smell it. Go over there. Right? This and that is true. Yeah. Okay, cool. Go over there. Right? Go over there. Set healthy boundaries. Peeking through. See that? Armadillo spirit. Set healthy boundaries. Bottom deck. Spirit says, watch how you'll have your back. You feel me? Go over there. Nothing's wasted, my unit. You just take the lead. Take the lead. Take the lead. You got this. Steer this in the direction you feel it should go. Truth transcends illusion. So when the bullshit tries to come in, you feel what I'm saying? Kill it with love. Kill it with the truth. You see what I'm saying? It might sound gibberish to some. You feel me? Trust in the divine detours. You have to be good one, bro. Watch out, we. Ashe.